We have a lead on the Shadow client. ICA White Hats have traced the anonymous data received by our clients to one Olivia Hall, brilliant young hacktivist and suspect in a dozen cases of cyber vandalism. Using onion routing with state-of-the-art encryption, Hall went to a lot of trouble to stay untraceable. She is good, but we are better. Her digital trail has led us to a remote farm in Colorado, where satellite footage has revealed what appears to be the training camp for a private militia, led by an already registered target, Sean Rose, Australian environmental terrorist and explosives expert wanted for a series of public bombings. Rose was spotted near the scene of Thomas Cross's kidnapping, which makes him our prime suspect for the Shadow client. Spurred by Eric Sodas, the ICA Board of Directors has asked us to infiltrate the farm and eliminate Sean Rose, along with 3 other prominent militia members. Ezra Berg, retired Mossad interrogator, Penelope Graves, former Interpol anti-terror analyst, and finally Maya Parvati, former assassin and gunrunner for the Tamil Tigers. I'll be honest with you, 47. I consider Eric Soda's reasoning hasty and ill-advised. Now, we cannot go against the wishes of the board, but we can conduct our own investigation. Whether a direct threat to the ICA or not, we need to know the Shadow client's true agenda. I will leave you to prepare.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Hitman video. This time we're in Colorado. For this mission we're going to take the fiber wire and the coins. The coins are really important on this one for me to use as distractions. Thank you once again for all the support so far, I really appreciate it.
Welcome to Colorado, 47.
So we're going to start by going around to the right here and pick up the coin. So now we've got 4 in our inventory, and we're going to keep to the left as we run up here. And we're going to climb over this fence. The guys to your right shouldn't see you, so you should be fine. Stay close to the fence, up over the hay bale, and up through the middle. Just keep an eye on this guard that's moving to your left. Wait till he's settled, then you can jump down. I'm going to go around to the right, behind the hay bales here. Use your instinct to have a look at the guy in the room to your left now. So what we need to do, once we're over that fence, we need to wait until he's looking out the window. So there he goes. Back in through this window, and we're going to vault over this fence. And carry on through this door. We go through this door, just keep going forward, and we're going to enter into this garage. Look through the window and you can see that this guard is just about to move. But what he's going to do, he's going to stand under that car with his back turned to us. So now we can progress into the room, and we're going to grab the wrench and then go back out the way we came. So again, stick around to the left. You might get a little tiny bit of suspicion bar pop up, but you should be fine. And we're going to switch to our guns, and this is going to set up the first kill. So this is going to be an accidental kill on Maya, and what we're going to wait for is for her to walk out under this hay bale. So make sure you've got a nice clear shot on the rope, and we're going to keep an eye on our mini-map to see where she is. So if you've got the timer running, she normally steps out about 1 minute 53, 54, so I shoot on 55. So now, and you can see she's just exited the barn, so you can shoot.
Maya Parvati is down. Good work.
We're going to follow this back the way we came, but this time we're going to go around to the left. So just pick up this brick, just because it's good to have another throwable item, and progress all the way around the fence. The next guy that we need to pay attention to is this guard on the outside. He's going to kneel down in a minute, and then we can progress past him. And keeping to the right, nobody will spot you. Again, whilst we're over here, you can sprint all the way up here, crouch sprint, until you get to this red and white barrier. Once you jump over here, we need to walk slowly. So crouch walk as slow as possible around to here. I'm going to wait for these guys to finish their conversation. And the key for this one is Ezra Berg is walking down. So we'll see him come around to the right, and that basically splits up the two men that are in the hut. So one's on the outside, one's on the inside. We're going to deal with the guy on the outside first. So there's Ezra Berg coming in. And as soon as they start conversing, we can throw this coin. Just throw it on top, like near the top of the dumps there. Switch to your wrench. Line it up, and as soon as he's in range, just throw it at him.
Oh, you're back.
Nice and easy.
So,
Drag him
listen,
and put him in the dumps there.
maybe the dosage is just wrong. Check.
I appreciate your enthusiasm.
And just pick up your stuff.
It was the first thing I did.
Pick up the wrench, pick up your coin.
Sorry.
But I leave the gun there. So what happens is now we're going to go and turn the fuse box off, and this will bring the other guard outside. But what will happen here is that he'll come out and see the gun on the floor, and that basically takes him away from Ezra Berg's eye line, so we get a much easier knockout. So we're just going to stop there, we can knock him out, we can pick up our stuff. What I did here, I actually made a mistake when I actually triggered Ezra Berg. He spotted me, but if you line the brick up, you can actually throw it through the wall at him, as long as you've locked onto him. So we're going to dump this guy in the dumps there. Pick up the gun. What I like to do is just hide it in the grass, just to make sure that nobody will find it. Pick up your wrench. And we're going to jump over here. Finish Ezra Berg off. And then we're going to drag him into the wardrobe just to the left.
Good work, 47.
So with Ezra Berg dealt with, what we need to do is look on the floor. So we're looking for the basement key. And then we can pick the other stuff up as well, but you don't really need any of it. We can then progress around. If we stick close to the fence until we can get right behind this bookshelf, and then slowly creep behind these gravestones. Don't worry about the suspicion, they won't spot you. And just run up here now as fast as you can. Now if they do suspect you, there's a box just there you can go and hide in. But normally you can run all the way through. Switch to your coins. And we're going to try and aim to get the coin on the pavement or as near to. Once they're distracted, we can just run through this long grass all the way around to the corner. And you'll see just here on the right there was a box we could hide in if they suspect you. But we didn't need to that time. So this bit's a bit more tricky because there's a few moving parts. So you can see there's one guard on the veranda. One guy is coming out for a smoke. And then there's two guys to the right hand side who are both enforcers. So what we need to do here is we need to separate those two guys up so that we can deal with them one by one. So we're just going to wait for the right time, auto save, and what we're going to do is we're going to throw a coin against these bags of leaves, and what that'll do is grab the attention of the first guy. He's going to come over to investigate, and as we've done with the other guys so far, is just throw the wrench at his head, get a knockout. And then we're going to drag him into the tall grass. So you could drag him all the way back to the box that we went past a couple of seconds ago, but as long as you're concealed in the grass, you should be fine. So see, it says I'm concealed on the left, so that means the body will be as well. Return to the pile of leaves, pick up all the stuff, especially your coins and the wrench, and we're going to slowly move past this guy and straight into this corner behind this like tall pile of wood. And now we're going to deal with the remaining guard that's there.
That new interrogation guy with the mask? What bird was it? What the hell's going on?
So we'll take the coin and we'll just throw it in front of these two boxes. And as with the other guards, grab the wrench, get it lined up.
Yeah, super creepy, more like it. Why the mask?
And as soon as he enters the target, you can throw it at him. Drag the body out and into this box. So that now gives us easy access into the basement. But the next thing we need to do, we need to take out this camera that's just above the door. But because we've got rid of the guards, we can just shoot that out, no problem. We got the basement key from Ezra, so that's a good start. We can get in here, nice and easy. And once the door's open, flick to the wrench again, because there's one guard in here. Sometimes you'll see him taking selfies, which is a bit odd, but knock him out, grab all the stuff off the floor, and then drag the body to the box that's just behind you. It's a lot darker on this mission than previously, but you should be able to find your way around fairly easily. Next thing I did was actually put away the HX-10 into the concealed bin, just so I didn't accidentally shoot anyone with it. I didn't make any noise. And now we've set up for our last 2 kills. So now we've got Sean Rose upstairs, and we've got Penelope Graves, who's just in the kitchen area. So we're just going to wait for her. The timing on this one is a little bit tricky, but with a bit of practice you can get it. So this is a great place to save. I'm just going to spend a few seconds waiting for her to walk past. So as she goes past this door, we're just going to wait for her just to pass it and then flick it open and grab her with the fibre wire and drag her back down into the basement area. And we're just going to tuck her around the corner here, just so she's out of the way. Nobody else will come down here unless we trigger an alarm, and by then Silent Assassin would have gone anyway, so she's fine there. The next one, Sean Rose, is a bit more tricky because we've just got to be patient. So we're going to wait for these 2 guys to go outside, and we're going to hustle up the stairs and round to the right. So you'll see Sean Rose is actually in the bathroom at the minute, which means we can't get in. I mean, you could bring a lockpick, but I prefer to not use it on this run through. I like the coins and the fibre wire, they're really effective. But what we do is we wait for him to leave, and then you'll see the Y button prompt will change from unlock to close to open. And we're just going to wait here, wait for him to turn around, get up behind him, fibre wire him, and then drag him back into the bathroom. And again, nobody else comes into this bathroom, so we can easily leave him here, so that's no problem either. Had a bit of an issue here with the game not connecting, but it's okay. Now this bit's a bit more tricky. So there's a guard that's patrolling, and there's 2 hackers in here. So the first thing I did was throw the coin there to distract the 2 hackers, to then run in and start the 3D printer up. We're then going to exit back through the door we came through and down the stairs just to hide. I got stuck on something weird there, but thankfully when the hacker came to investigate, he didn't see us. So what will happen now is the hacker will return back into the back room, and we should see a guard walking across now, and he's going to go and stand just on the balcony to our left. So the hackers have both gone in the room. We're just going to wait for the guard on our left to move outside. And as soon as he starts to move, we're going to progress back up the stairs and throw a coin into the hacker room just to distract them again. So try and get it over the back of the desks. And that allows us to run in and grab the mask. We can then go back down the stairs, just be wary of the guards. Everyone was in a great position, so I could just run through. Down the stairs, and then we're out straight through here, and that's the end of the mission. So now we're going to run to the wall in front of us and press Y and watch the cutscene.
Some kind of network. Power players from all sectors.
Familiar faces, too. Thomas Cross, Klaus Strandberg, Ether. And that's missing banker Eugene Cobb. Well, well.
There's a name. Providence.
What? No. No, it can't be.
The Hidden Hand. Thought they were a myth.
A hypothesis, nothing more. The idea that a small cabal of kingmakers, controlling enough corporate and political leaders, could effectively run the world in secret.
Maybe not so hypothetical.
Keep looking, 47. We need full disclosure.
So then we're going to move over to the map on the wall.
Someone's done their homework.
Look how far it dates back. Hayamoto, Beldingford, Delvade. The Shadow Client has been tracking you for decades.
Now, how is that possible?
It isn't. Every one of those missions were branded as unsolved or accidents. He must have been looking for a pattern, a certain MO, which would mean...
He knows me.
Well, at least this shortens the list.
So once we've looked at those, we can now go to the table. We can go on the computer.
Found something.
Sodas? But that would mean... Providence has infiltrated ICA, and Eric Sodas is their operative. Bastard! It all fits. He was the one who persuaded the rest of the ICA board to greenlight this operation. This changes everything. Get out, 47. We got what we came for.
What about the Shadow Client?
He is no longer our primary concern. ICA has been compromised. I always wondered if Providence was real, but I never actually... I will need to confer with the board, but mark my words, 47. This will have consequences.
And that's us out. So that's Colorado Freedom Fighters completed. Silent Assassin suit only. And once again, thank you guys so much for your support. I really appreciate it. This started as a hobby for me, and I'm just really enjoying making these videos, and the fact that people are watching them is incredible. So thank you so much, and we look forward to the next one, which is the last one in the initial Hitman series. Thank you.